jam on it. I said jam on is the funky beat that takes control with the short, sharp booty that'll rock your soul. Jam on it. Jam on it. I said jam on it. Get out of your seat and jam to the beat and don't you dare stop your early morning. Jam on.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a loss to Sacramento. Back to Giddey. Off target with his three. And, Greg, we saw some turnover this summer on the Mavs training staff.
Yes, some talk of internal disagreements in that department. The importance of great teamwork in this league, not just limited to the players in the locker room.
6 on the shot clock. Nance, no good. And here is Giddey. He takes it in, where Sabonis grabs the board. And so Curry will bring it up for the Mavericks. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Earlier, I spoke with Jason Kidd. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time shot blocker.
That is a powerful finish. Zion is an intimidating presence.
Curry with the bounce pass. Ingram wide open. Sinks the three-pointer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Giddey. For three, Levine. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Brown with it. To the inside. Sabonis, that's good.
Just like his dad in his time, DeMontis is polished and disciplined.
Pass to Levine. Poke loose. Stolen by Brown. It's Curry with the drive. From past the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Knicks trailed by 5. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Williamson outside. Back to Levine. Williamson, the screen. Pocket 6. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Nance outside. Pass to Sabonis. Now Brown. Curry looking it over. Over Giddey. Oh, that's offensive interference. Knicks trailed by 3. Pass to Levine. On the wing, Porter. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Right side, Sabonis. That 3 off the mark. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Knicks. And Levine with the slam.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
Here's Brown. Stopping on the board. Curry gets the bucket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Outside, Levine. Stolen by Brown. Nance with it. Now defended by Williamson. Outside, Curry. Outside, Sabonis. Dallas needs to get off a shot. 2 on the clock. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Sabonis has got 6.
Yes, Sabonis making good use of his height and hustle there, playing on top of the defenders.
Here's Williamson. The shot's good.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Outside Curry. Fires from the wing. Again, the Mavericks score.
Well, I'd watch him the rest of the game because he is seeing a lot of shots drop.
Pass to Giddey. On the wing, Porter. Williamson outside. New York moving it around. And it's the Mavericks on the breaks. And yes, it's good. Ingram's got his second bucket tonight. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Leading by 6. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Outside, Beal. Dallas, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Benyama outside. They get the rebound. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Rollins. Outside, Beal. Into the lane. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Where? Good. Now just a 2-point Maverick lead. Dallas with the ball. Pass to Sasser. To the middle. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Levine for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Here's Rollins. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Sasser. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Beal. Shoots the 3. Nice D from Porter. And here are the Knicks now. Trailing by 2. And Wembanyama outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Pass to Sasser. Back to Beal. Now Sasser. It's rebounded by Giddey. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Outside Porter. Pass to Ware. Outside for Wembanyama. Off target from outside. Now the Mavericks with it. Here's Sasser. Guarded by Levine. Sasser with it. Still without a basket. Here's Beal. And that one is good. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Well, that is just a beautiful touch there by Bradley Beal.
They set the screen. And they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Though oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And so the first quarter is in the books. It's Dallas up 4. And as we return, it's Noche Latina, celebrating the NBA's connection to the Latin American community. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, look at the turnover ratio, then look at the score. Easy to see what happened in that first period.
Well, they're taking care of the ball on one end of the floor and then forcing mistakes on the other.
Here's Sasser, and it's blocked. Here's Demon. Wembanyama high post. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eaton.
And stolen by Gordon. For 3, Levine. Mavericks with the rebound. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it." And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he's taken over. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Demon. No scoring in this one. Levine can't hit. There's the steal. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
New York shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch it.
Over to the wing. Wide open. Here's Beal. Pass to Jovic. Misses the 3. New York trailing. Now here's Levine. Inside. Here's Wembanyama. And that comes off the assist by Levine.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Pass to Jovic. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. And here's Gordon. Still yet to score. from deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Outside, Beal. Stolen by Gordon. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And you talk about the impressive resume of Zach LaVine. Multiple All-Star appearances, multiple dunk contest victories. This is a very talented wing player.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Both teams deciding to change it up. No good on that one. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Here's Ingram. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Fades and shoots. A putback. Williamson on the follow. Williamson's got the lead up to 4 now for New York.
Yeah, and you know, when it comes to his rebounding, Zion is actually more impactful on the offensive glass.
Now Ingram. He has 5. Dallas, no good that time either. The Knicks leading by 4. Outside, LaVine. There's the 3. And it's Ingram with the rebound.
He is just ice cold. Luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Pass to Sabonis. 6 to shoot. Here's Curry with the 3. In the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Here's Demon. LaVine for 3. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
A shot by Sabonis. Nobody around. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Excellent touch on the catch and shoot. Sabonis wants to help his team space the floor.
And Benyama outside. Beyond the arc. And the Knicks miss again. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Brown. Back to Curry. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, Curry just doing damage from deep. If you give him any separation, his three-point shooting is deadly.
Here's Demon. Williamson left side. Looking to end the run. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Mavericks leading by 5. Aston Yang. Now Brown. Lets it go from deep. The 3 ball from Curry.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Demon. And here's Porter. He's covered by Ingram. Here's Demon. And he dunks it down.
Empowering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Mavs.
Pass to Brown. Now Nance. It's up a 3. And Ware pulls it down. Dinwiddie right side. Here's Demon. Wolf. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Pass to Nance. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Spencer Dinwiddie. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night. That's really nice timing on that release that time by Ingram. He was shot ready.
Dinwiddie with it. He has yet to score. Here's Wolf. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Curry. Here's Niang. Dallas moving it around. Hits the 3-point bomb. Brown's got the lead up to 12 now for the Mavs.
How about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Here's Giddey. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. That's to Curry. Poked away. Porter with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Curry with the defensive effort. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Niang, guarded by Porter. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. To the paint. Here's Wolf. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for Dallas. He delivered 9 points from three-point range that quarter. Terrific work from distance. We come back right after this. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. And so here is Dallas. Now Brown. Ingram outside. Over Porter. And it's Ingram missing. Knicks trailed by 10. So, Tim, we were just talking about Brandon Ingram. Just how impactful of a player is he at this stage of his career?
Well, he's very talented, Kevin, and he's got great length for a wing. The biggest thing for him has been his health. But when he's good to go, there is no question he's a major factor.
Back to Brown. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Now here's Curry. Clock at 6. Takes the 3. Knicks with the rebound. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. And I'm sure they're anxious to get back home, as that will be game 6 of this 7-game road trip. There's Porter with the 3. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And the athleticism and size of Porter creates problems for the defense. Hard to guard without getting physical.
And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3. Mavericks leading by 7. Here's Brown. Nance a screen. And there's the whistle. That's going to go on Christian Brown. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Porter in the corner. Pass to Giddey. Back to Wembanyama. Shoots over Niang. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's now 6 points for Victor Wembanyama. In the corner, it's Brown. Ingram right side. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Wembanyama. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Wembanyama's got 4 points this quarter. It's Ingram on the wing. Wide open look. It's good. And the Mavericks lead by 7.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Wembanyama looking it over. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Levine. Curry with the defensive effort.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks, Kevin. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic. And Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team. But things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Back to you, Kevin.
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much. It's stolen by Nance. Outside Curry. Pass to Brown. Takes a 3. Hits it from 3-point range. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Outside Levine. Williamson outside. 5 on the clock. Nance with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 10. And here is Curry. 14 points for him. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. Down low. And that one's good, Williamson. Williamson's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ingram outside. The tray. Nice D from Porter. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Knicks. 8-point game. For 3. And Brown pulls it down. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Leading by 8. Here's Rollins. Still scoreless. Outside Beal. To the inside. Sabonis. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Eric Gordon on the wing. Fires the 3. Sabonis grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
After Rollins. 3-pointer. Drops in the tray. Rollins got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
On the wing, Batum. Back to Gordon. Beal with the steal. Now Sasser. Here's Rollins. Left side, Sabonis. And pushing it up. Here's New York. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside for Batum. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, that's the kind of play that can earn you a spot on the bench.
Now Sasser. Pass to Rollins. Sabonis feeling it out a bit. Over Wembanyama. Sabonis, no good.
Yeah, the defender in position there and with the height advantage. The fade away was really his only choice, but still a tough shot.
Outside for Batum. Fires for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Batum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Sabonis. Dallas, no good that time either. Knicks trailed by 10. Pass to Gordon. Batum wide open. He fired. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Dallas with the ball. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Sasser.
And like his dad back in the day, DeMontis has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavs?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot?
Yeah, they have been dialed in from deep. The three-pointer has been there all night for them.
Pass to Batum. 5 to shoot. And here's Gordon. The 3. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Shoots it up. Dallas, no good that time either.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over him.
There's Gordon with the three, and he's good on the three ball. Gordon's got his first 3 points of the game.
And so many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Here's Rollins. Outside for Beal. A second chance effort, and the shot goes down. Beal's got his second bucket.
Now really confident in that middle area of the floor. Beal hunting those mid-range looks.
Here's Demon, and he gets the bucket. Demon's got 5.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
There's Beal with the 3. No good that time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Knicks trailed by 9. Giddey with it. Inside. There's Levine. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Levine's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for New York. And it's Beal in the corner. Hands it from downtown.
His first 3 of the game. Maybe that gets him going from out there.
Giddey surveying the D. Williamson outside. There's Porter with the 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, you just feel awful for him. Injuries are the very worst part of this game.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
Levine's shot is on.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Here's Rollins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beal. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Porter.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal. First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Pass to Porter. Outside, Batum. Where he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now Sasser. Pass to Beal. Lets it go with the 3. Batum grabs the miss.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Mavericks leading by 10. Here's Jovic. Now here's Beal. From the arc. The shot by Rollins, no good.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Outside, Batum. Here's Giddey. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Pass to Rollins. Here's Jovic. And stolen by Giddey. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. Got that bucket in no time at all.
3 points.
Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Levine is a volume three-point shooter. Good to see him knock it down from deep.
Pass to Jovic. And here's Beal. Dallas moving it around. Here's Rollins. A three. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for New York. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Levine. Outside Porter. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Nothing from the field to speak of so far. Pretty rough shooting night, and now it's affecting the entire team.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Rollins. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Knicks trailed by 7. Now Giddey. Here's Ware. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And that one misses.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Mavericks leading by 6. Curry with it. Defended by Giddey. Pass to Brown. Now here's Sabonis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Kick out to Levine. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama, no good. Now here's Ingram. Pass to Curry. Now here's Ingram. Giddey defending. And pushing it up. Here's New York.
And Levine plays defense really with a chip on his shoulder. He's heard all the critics who get on him about his D, and he wants to prove them wrong.
It's Ingram on the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Knicks trail by 6. Wembanyama outside. Shoots over Niang. Wembanyama gets the bucket. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Ingram outside. Back to Curry. Pass to Niang. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Niang's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here is Giddey. Levine outside. Puts up the three. And the rejection by Curry. Jacks up a three. It's good.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Brown with it. Ingram fires.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And honestly, the one thing that's held Brandon Ingram back is health. And at this stage of his career, if he is able to play, he is going to be a huge factor. And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Here's Giddey. It's stolen by Curry. Now Sabonis. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That's his first foul. And stolen by Giddey.
Perfect timing. Gets into the passing lane, and then he's off the other way.
And everyone loves running, especially a guy like Giddey.
Screen by Sabonis. Stephen Curry. Wembanyama reels it in. Batum, the screen. Levine. Sweet shot at the right time.
And running the pick and roll to perfection there. Much easier to execute when you have a handle like Levine.
There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. Now Curry. Just 5 to shoot. From deep. The three goes down.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Mavericks.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Stephen Curry.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Now Mitchell. Shoots the three. Another chance here. And he figures it out with the lay-in. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Now here's Curry. Sasser with it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Knicks ball.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here.